Here at Big Walnut High School today, I'm with Big Walnut linebacker and safety Garrett Stover. Garrett, how's the first few days of practice been?
They've been good. We've really been kind of coming together as a team and working really hard in the weight room and on the field. We're all just kind of building this chemistry together, and we're all really excited for the season. And we got a scrimmage coming up Saturday. We're just ready to go.
You guys have a new head coach this year, but there's always been kind of a culture and an identity that was established, I would say, a while ago here at Big Walnut. What has gone on so far to kind of keep that culture still in place?
I think, just kind of this whole community, every Friday night, this whole place, these stands are packed, and, just our, the support we get from this town, is unbelievable. And then, we all coming up together, been playing together since, for so long, and that's what Big Walnut is. We don't have a lot of guys coming in or coming out. We're all homegrown kids, and, we love football, we love getting after it, and, we really revolve around, being tough and, discipline, and, Coach Krager's kind of come in and led the way again, and we're just we're glad to have a season, us seniors too, where we can we kind of got a fresh new start with a new coach, and we're really excited.
How would you kind of summarize last season? You guys had a really successful season last year, went pretty deep in the postseason. How would you kind of describe last season, and then what are you trying to take from that to bring into this year?
Yeah, I say from last year to this year, our expectations are really high. My sophomore year, we went 12-1. Kind of went to the third round of the playoffs again, and that was our first loss. And then going into last year, our expectations were a lot higher, and I think we got a little too used to winning, and it's kind of thought what we were going to do every game. We were just going to kind of roll our opponent, and just taught us a lot of lessons, and made sure that we got to really come to play every play, and that's what we're going to make sure we're going to do this year. But we have the standard is really high this year, and we're making sure we're fighting every day, and just continuing getting better and better.
You guys are in one of the bigger OCC conferences. I believe there's 8 teams in the division. You finished second, I believe, to Westerville South. Pretty big game that'll be going on here this season. Mm-hmm. What's it going to take to win a conference title this season? What are some of the strengths of the other teams that you'll be playing this year?
Yeah, like last year, we kind of fell south, and we got that game circled on our schedule. We're just like any other game, we're going to go in there and play our hearts out and leave it all on the field like we do every game. And we're just making sure that we're working really hard in the weight room. We're coming out here on the field. We're staying focused, and we're making sure that we don't take any plays off. So because we know it's going to all come down to the fourth quarter. There's going to be a lot of games on our schedule in our conference that's going to come down to 4 quarters of football. We got to make sure that what we're doing now is going to pay off then, so we can win those games.
So you've got a pretty big football family. I believe your cousin Cade is on the team. I think is that your brother's on the team, Clint? Is that your?
Yeah, that's a little brother.
Okay, so you got a pretty big football family. Talk about kind of that environment that's kind of going on, around those guys. Kind of what you've gotten from them, and how you've kind of been able to bounce things off of each other. Yeah,
it's great, having a lot of people in my family look up to that's kind of been through this whole process, and we are like you said, we're a big football family, and we love to compete and win. So like my little brother's on the team, Clint, he incoming sophomore, and it's good to see him coming up and getting better and watching him grow. And then my older cousin Cade, who plays on Ohio State, it's good to look up to him and ask him things, and we have him there to look up to. So it just really comes down to the support that we have, and it's nice to have a big football family.
And he'll be joining the Ohio State program after this season. I believe he committed there probably almost a year ago now. Talk about how excited you are to get into that program and kind of what attracted you to Ohio State?
Yeah, I mean, all along I kind of, that's where I wanted to go. I kind of wanted to weigh it out and, see my other options, but I knew I was born a Buckeye. So, to get that, that day, to get that offer, that was, it was life-changing. It was, unbelievable. I couldn't, believe my eyes, but it was, it's just, it makes you, I'm really thankful for everything. And, it just shows the hard work I put in has paid off. And, I can't wait to get started. I'm going to early enroll, and it's going to come fast. So I'm just making sure I enjoy my senior season and squeeze the life out of this, last months I have at home and in this community before I get down there, and it's time to go to work. So I'm excited.
You alluded to, well, we've both alluded to kind of the culture and the program that's here at Big Walnut, and you've talked about a little bit some of the work that you've been putting in since your freshman year. What is it over the years that you've done that has made you a good football player? What's something that, is there, obviously there's this natural born talent that comes with, being someone as talented as you are, but what are some of the kind of like those smaller details that you've done over the years, or you still do today, that kind of make you a good football player?
Just kind of honing in on the little things, just really making sure that, every day I'm giving 110% effort, no matter what it is, and just kind of realizing like I can always get better, and there's always things to improve on, and and there's little things you got to do that can make yourself a better football player every day. Whether it's just kind of getting your body right, or putting extra time in watching film. Some things you can do that take no effort. Just kind of things like that, and just looking to my teammates beside me that I'm playing with, my brothers that have been coming along with throughout high school and everything. Looking to them to push me and make me better every day.
What would you say the ceiling is for Big Walnut? I don't necessarily want to say expectations, because any player you talk to, the expectation is win 10 games, win conference title, and go as deep as possible. But what do you think the ceiling is? Like, is there a point in the season where, like, if we got this far, I would be, you would say you'd be surprised by it, or do you think that this is a team that can go all the way through regionals or get all the way into states?
Yeah, I think it just comes with the right mindset. Honestly, I think that we got a lot of guys to do. We got a brand new staff, kind of a fresh new start that has kind of like woken us up a little bit, and we're really making sure that we're coming out every day, and we're giving it our all, and it just comes down to the mindset that we can do anything we put our mind to, and if we work at it, we're going to get that result. So I think the team we got this year, I think we can go as long as we can, and that's obviously what you want to do. You want to have big goals like that. We want to take this thing all the way to state, and however long this takes us. But it's just like us seniors. It's already here, and it's going to flash before your eyes. So you just got to squeeze the life out of it, and everybody else on the team is on the same page. So we just want to take it day by day, and just get this. Whoever's in our way, we're gonna steamroll them.
Nate Sievers, Big Walnut running back with me. Nate, first week of practice, how has everything been going so far?
It's been good. Every day we're sucking the life out. We have guys that are coming in, learning the program, new head coach. So, everybody's head down. We're trying to work. We're working for ultimately state championship. So, everybody's putting 110% effort in.
Garrett told me earlier about, really trying to get the most out of this senior season. He's a senior as well, obviously. What is the mindset for players like you, Garrett, any other senior really on the team in terms of, really just trying to take in this last season?
Our 7th grade year, we've been together since middle school, high school. 7th grade year, we weren't scored on. We've had such high expectations, and we've never wanted to count ourselves short. So, state championship, that's all what we want, and we want to just have the best team bonding year and just maximize our senior year.
So you've been one of the more consistent running backs in all of Central Ohio in recent years. You've been putting up crazy numbers. a lot of first team awards, in the district and, state honors and all those things. What are the things that you've done, over the years that makes you, such a good running back in the area?
I think my work is close to none. I think the amount of work I put in and just I'm mentally tough, and I know that what I can do, I just know that I can push myself to a limit, and I know that if I just keep the way I work, I think is what gets me to where I am.
All right, and you committed to Air Force over the summer. Talk about the process of finding a school and what that's been like, and why you decided to go to Air Force.
It was tough. Beginning of my recruiting process, I didn't know where I was going to end up. It was a slow start, but I think of it as a roller coaster. You have the lowest lows and you have the highest highs. So once I started getting offers coming in, like Navy, and then I got some Ivy League, Patriot League, and then Air Force, I just think that nothing can beat Air Force with how the football they play, the conference they play in. Just my life is going to be set up. I'm gonna have a bright future with what I have going on there.
All right, and you alluded earlier about having, going after a state championship, and Garrett said the same thing. What does it take? Is there something different, I should say, that you need to do in order to get there? Because obviously you haven't been there in your career. Is there something that you can do to kind of get to another level? You've always been a great program, one of the more winningest programs in the area in recent years. But is there another gear that you guys can hit?
Our head coach says iron sharpens iron, and guys like Garrett and I going against each other every day, being mentally tough, the little details, just mentally tough during games, not selling ourselves short. It's like when we went to Massillon week 13, we sold ourselves short. We didn't finish strong, and that's what we need to do every game: finish strong, play through the fourth quarter, get through the game, and ultimately just win it.
What does finishing strong look like, not only at the end of the season, but on a week-by-week basis? What does, at Big Walnut, what does finishing a practice strong, what does finishing a game strong, finishing the season, win or lose, what would that look like?
I mean, it's a little stuff. It can be figurative, but it can be just like false starts or just penalties that it's all mental, and selling yourself short by not starting behind the line, not finishing a rep. Doing that little stuff is what's going to set us up for a great season, and that's what great teams do, is they don't sell themselves short by doing that stuff.
You have a lot of talented young guys that are coming up in the program. Obviously, guys like you have been around and have played big roles for a while, and some of those younger guys, sophomores, juniors, are going to be in those spots. Is there a certain responsibility that a guy like you has to kind of help mentor those guys and kind of bring those guys forward, so that way, once you're gone next year, they can, step in and everything is a seamless transition?
Yeah, I consider myself like a veteran, and just with guys, sophomore guys, we have some incredible guys coming up, and I feel like it's my role and every senior's role is to teach them the right way to do things, show them example. Don't be the guy slacking around, and just show them how to do little things so it can carry on and they can fill in our shoes with the seniors when we leave.
Is there another team that you see on your schedule, or somewhere in Division II, because you guys are a Division II school? Is there another team that you've kind of seen or that you've kind of looked at that is on your radar this year?
I think taking every game week by week. I think Upper Arlington is going to be a challenge. I think a Division I program that's had a lot of success in the past years, I think they're going to be a game that we need to focus on, and just, we're the underdogs going in. We're Division II and they're Division I, big Division I school. So I think mentally tough, going in there week, have the right scheme, have the right plays coming in, and do what we can do, and just let our talent just take over.
How would you describe the atmosphere on Friday nights here? This is a new stadium, I believe it just opened a year ago. How would you describe playing here, and kind of just what the community is like?
I don't think anything's like this. I think Sunbury is one of the most special towns you can play football. I mean, Friday night you come here, the whole town's shut down. You have every place is closed. You have as many fans. This place fills up, and I mean, it's the most special thing to be able to play here for 4 years and have the fans we do, and just have the community bond, such a tight knit that we have here, and it's close to none.